You don't even realize it, but you've been programming your subconscious from the day that you were born. And you can either program it for fear, lack, and scarcity, or you can program it for wholeness, freedom, and peace. And today I'm going to show you how to actually program your subconscious to get addicted to success. And it's easy peasy. How do we do this? Well, first of all, understanding that addiction comes from cravings, right? What are you craving, right? What is the familiar emotion that you default when things don't go your way? What is the default emotional state that your mind wants you to trick you to go into? In my experience, for maybe 10 or 12 years or more, for me was anxiety. Anxiety, stress, being rushed, right? I still haven't made it. And all of this, what it is a feeling, okay? And a feeling is information. That's what you need to understand. Information, this is a frequency. So if my nervous system, which is connected to my subconscious mind, is craving a feeling of stress, anxiety, and rush, because that's what it's just habitually programmed to crave, then I'm going to want to get stressed. I'm going to want to get anxious. I'm going to want situations in my life to appear where I self-sabotage, because my subconscious mind is addicted to feeling anxiety, stress, and rush. And my subconscious mind controls my thoughts, my feelings, and my emotions. If you look at this, where is this? If you look at this correlation of cause and effect, let me make it a little bit bigger for you, we can understand that success is something that is a program. It's a program, that's all it is. And the way that we program it is we need to go to the deepest level of our subconscious mind. We need to not change our actions, not change our feelings, not change our beliefs, not change our reality models, but change our deepest level of identity for more success, for more peace, for more wealth, or whatever it might be. Yeah. So if our subconscious mind is craving fear, yeah, then what happens is I'm going to manifest behaviors, actions, and things to make me receive that dopamine or that fear, because that becomes the food that my organism is craving. The feeling becomes a food. Yeah, and you can see how we can get addicted to either success and have an identity that craves anxiety, stress, and rush, and doesn't matter if we have an amazing business or make a lot of money, we will always be thinking in ways that will trigger the biological hormones, the nervous system responses, where I feel stress, anxious, and rush. And that's why we sabotage things, because sometimes we can't be at peace, because our nervous system and our subconscious is literally wired for chaos, right? For chaos. So if you think about this is easy, because you don't have to think about it. It's just the way it is, right? So we need to go from this old operating system of lack. I call this the fuel in which you run life. When you wake up every single day, what's the fuel that you use, right? What's the familiar feeling of emotion? That's the feeling that your subconscious is going to crave. And all we need to do is switch the feeling that the subconscious is craving. Because that way, the subconscious gets addicted in a good way to success. And if you create or level up and you have a more expanded identity of success, then your identity of success will create a better reality of success, of more and more success, like the outer riches, right? The wealth, the money, the happiness, the love, and everything else is a direct mirror of whatever you believe yourself to be. Your self-image creates reality 24/7, and your reality, your identity, lives within your subconscious mind, right? So how do we start switching from, give me 1 second, how do we start making your subconscious crave success? Because that's the way that we program the subconscious to get addicted to success. And here's how we do it. All right. Number one, you need to, in a way, unplug yourself from the current matrix or identity that you're living. You need to make a conscious decision in the here and now that you won't get, you won't stop getting, or you won't stop connection. You need to make a conscious commitment here where you're willing to let go of this old identity. Okay, the way that I see it working is so let me show you how you can program your subconscious to get addicted to success. And it's very simple. All we need to do is go into an elevated state of consciousness or being, so that in that moment you can focus on installing the new operating system, right? The new identity. The way that I found this to be the most effective is you go into a room in a private space and you're going to say and feel I am again and again and again. This takes you from 0 to 100 real quick, and is going to help you go straight into a deep level of meditation where your brain waves are in gamma. And when your brain waves are in gamma, you feel connected to the source of life. You feel whole, you feel free, you feel like you don't need to go anywhere else than where you are right now. So we first need to free ourselves from the old identity or the old subconscious programming before we can reprogram your subconscious to get and crave success. The second step after you've done this, you'll notice that as you have your eyes closed, your nervous system is relaxed, your biology and everything is resting, and you're finally in a state of being where you can create, where you can connect with the source of life that lives within you, and through your attention, through your ability to think and feel, you're able to start gradually installing the new operating system of success, right? And in order to make our subconscious crave success and program it to be successful, we need to feel success. What does success really mean for you? It's not the external achievement. It's not any of those things. Those things don't bring you happiness. You know this. Not the dream car, not the dream life. Nothing outside of you can bring you lasting happiness, but the realization that you're whole now, that you are one with that source, and in this I am expanded state, in this quantum field, connected with infinite intelligence, you can realize that you are infinite intelligence, that you can feel and think and use those creative forces to program your subconscious for success. and you start saying and feeling and claiming, I am success. And you need to intensify the feeling into more and more, I am success, I am success, I am success. And as you do that, you will feel more and more joy in your body. Your body is connected to your nervous system. That's the moment where the more joy you feel, the more you are impressing this new success. I am success. Your consciousness and the desire are becoming one. And it feels good. It feels amazing. And there comes a point where there's two things: frequency to do this, and also depth. You need to go into a deep, deep level of feeling, of intensifying I am rich, so that you can fully reprogram your subconscious for success. And it might take a day, a week, a month, or a year, depending on how much depth you can go into. And the cool thing is, after you finish this practice, which I want you to do, and I want to put it as an action step for you after you watch this video, is that your subconscious will start craving success. You will want to actually sit there and receive that food and receive that frequency. And by you creating a daily habit of doing that, you get to reach higher and higher levels of depth and give your subconscious the new feeling, the new craving of this is what success looks like. And I want you to realize how powerful this is, because you're no longer waiting for a future event or something to change for you to feel successful now. You're telling the world, you're telling infinite intelligence, there's nothing that I need to wait for to claim that I am success. And through that feeling, that daily practice, more and more, you break the ceiling, you come down for the practice, and then what you do is you wait, and reality starts rewriting itself in front of your eyes, literally in days or weeks or months. And every day there's more signs you've changed. Reality is becoming more and more successful to match your new state of being. And the coolest thing here is to be able to give yourself that feeling in the here and now. Give yourself the state of being before you get the thing. Before you get more money, more riches, more wealth, give yourself the feeling that is behind those things. Give yourself the essence and feed that to your subconscious mind so that your subconscious craves success. And this is the easiest way to program your subconscious for success, because you will get addicted to your dream life. And without effort, without thinking, without strain or struggle, you will naturally attract all of your deepest desires, because you are already worthy and deserving of them just by doing these two steps. Okay? And from here, what you need to really do is, let me show you the cheat codes here to materialize. This is kind of like the aftermath. What do I do, JP, once I finish this process? Well, you repeat it and you start taking all of these pillars to discipline your mind, to create a daily routine, to forget about time, forget about the how, and focus on feeling the new reality, on taking aligned action, and to practice presence over everything. Because the deepest thing that you're really looking for is power and validation of yourself. Is, can I love myself fully in the here and now? Can I accept my true self, not the human, not the ego, not the one that's made mistakes? Can I love and expand my identity of one with the source? Can I love that more and more? Can I accept that more and more? Can I place my attention upon it more and more, so that I can express more of that perfection now? And as I express more of that perfection now, I get to manifest more of that. And that, my friend, is success. Okay? This is the full protocol. This is the full system. If you want my help guiding you every step of the way, taking you by the hand through the whole system with accountability, clearing the subconscious beliefs, creating the manifestation roadmap. There's a self-paced 30-day system I've created for you. You can get it in the link below and check it out. It's going to blow your mind, because it also uses my subconscious clearing technology to expedite the process that could take years or decades into months or days. You're going to love it. Anyways, thank you so much. Much love. Peace. I'll see you on the next one.